We tend to think of ChatGPT as one singular GPT, and we tend to use this interface. What's changed is that OpenAI has created a store similar to the Apple App Store. Now, if we click on Explore GPTs, what you'll find is there's a whole series of GPTs that have already been pre-configured to solve almost any business problem. And if we just do a simple alpha search, you will find many of these pre-configured GPTs. You can also create your own and configure it to your particular preferences. But I've already done this, so let me share a few use cases on how you could utilize custom GPTs. So for example, here I found an existing GPT from the menu called Salary Benchmark Pro. And I put in some variables in terms of the construction wages in San Francisco and Miami for purposes of creating like an external KPI. But once you've created the GPT, you can train it and at any point change their variables. So I will just ask it to run for Dallas and Los Angeles, and now the GPT will provide an updated analysis for those particular cities. Here I've created a financial analysis, and if you wanted to add your company against any set of benchmarks, all you'd have to do is upload your balance sheet. But to compare here, I'll just ask it to add Amazon and explain the financial risks. And of course, the GPT will just run a complete financial analysis for you. Here I created a dynamic pricing tool for a local seafood restaurant so that they could compare their everyday menu price with what it might be if there were a local professional baseball game that would drive demand up on a Saturday night. In this case, I created a business valuation utility, and the initial output provided an EBITDA range. But then when I provided more detail, the prompt actually provided me an exact estimated valuation of this business. Here I've created a utility so that you could create a custom onboarding schedule for a payables manager who would be in town for 2.5 days. Or of course you could use ChatGPT as most people do and just have it provide you the recipes for your spicy margaritas, because of course using sweet and sour in a margarita is tragic.